Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your full moon reading for March 12th. So, of course, energy permeates, right? And especially so during the full moon, that energy is super strong. So it may extend, right, a few days before or a few days after, all right? Nonetheless, the full moon is a time where the moon's energies are at their peak, okay? Peak energy flow, very strong fire energy that's being channeled through. So it's a great time. It's a great time to assess, to kind of bring an awareness about how are we channeling that fire energy, right? During the full moon, am I channeling my fire energy in a positive way, right? How am I expressing that more dynamic, creative side to myself? Is it coming out, right, in a way that I align with, that I feel is helping me create and manifest, right? The moon cycle being very much a cycle of manifestation in and of itself. So this full moon is in the sign of Virgo, service-oriented sign, earth sign. So there's a focus, right, on the give and the take in a situation. Absolutely. In terms of either service or relationships, partnerships, whatever it may be. So now the full moon, right, brings about a sort of clarity each time that it manifests in a month. So the clarity that it brings, the ultimate clarity that it brings, relates to its corresponding new moon 6 months prior. So think back 6 months, right, to what you may have been ruminating on, right? Really thinking about, focused on bringing into manifestation and fruition, right? And whatever that sort of nucleus of intention was for you at that time, you'll see that at this full moon today and the few days surrounding it, we're bringing sort of a final culmination to that macro manifestation cycle, if that makes sense, all right? Now, aside from that, right, in a more micro sense, the full moon brings about a certain level of illumination, of clarity, as it regards the manifestation cycle of the month itself. So we had a new moon earlier this month, I believe actually at the tail end of February. And so whatever this period for you now is at the full moon will be bringing a clarity as it regards a situation that that was sort of initiated around the time of the new moon of late February, early March. Okay, so very exciting. I know that a lot of signs have been going through a period of absolute uprooting, transformation. The readings of the last few months, and particularly March, have been a whirlwind, to say the least, all right? Nonetheless, let's see how these energies are peaking here for you all, and I will start. Hi there, Cancer. Thank you so much for tuning in and for your patience. Hope you are all having a beautiful full moon. Let's see what comes to light for you during this time. So I'm sensing that there's clarity with something, absolutely, and that's not surprising, right? During the full moon, usually there is absolutely illumination, clarity with some aspect of our lives in some shape or form. But I'm sensing that there's been a smoothing out of something that perhaps was otherwise confusing or confounding to you in some kind of way. Okay, and I'm seeing an uprising or resurfacing from heartbreak, a situation that left us feeling bound, right? Disempowered, not able to speak our truth, to act in the way that we desire, right? that makes us happy. But you're reinvigorated. Son of Wands upright, coupled with Three of Swords in reverse. So, and Son of Swords upright, yes. This can also be legal action that is taken as it pertains to a partnership of some sort, okay? It's like you're rising above the situation. You're rising above the situation. You are taking it head on, right? Look at the Son of Wands looking over at the Three of Swords. It's kind of like, bring it on, right? Like, I'm no longer shying away from you. I'm taking matters into my own hands, right? Even if it means needing to look head on at the situation, or absolutely heed sort of legal advice. Wow, Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. Right over the Son of Wands and the Three of Swords. I want to pull 2 more cards for you, right? All right, one more. Okay. Lovely. Cancer. Oh my goodness. 2 10s showing up in your theme. The 10 of Wands in reverse and the 10 of Cups upright. Wow. You are, ooh, yeah, you, Cancer, you are taking the bull by the horns. This is beautiful. Beautiful to see Cancer stepping into such an assertive, right? In a positive, healthy way. An assertion of self. An assertion, taking control over what you feel, right, is yours. What you feel, it's like your righteousness. Your life, right? Taking control of your life. Taking control even of your passion, your drive, your will, what inspires you, right? You're no longer at the mercy of a situation that keeps you bound, held in, disempowered in some way, right? A feeling of disempowerment. And it's like you have decided in a serious way to rise above whatever this old situation was, to step into the unknown. Another 10, Wheel of Fortune, Cancer. Another 10, 3 10s, and Judgment. You are on fire, literally. Son of Wands on fire. Lovely, lovely. So, and Judgment is 2 10s, 20. Okay, it's like you have taken off. It's like you are in this, you've like boarded this jet and you've taken off. Okay, and you're leaving behind petty situations, energy, partnerships that just don't feed your soul, don't fuel your fire, don't inspire you, and don't creatively spark your imagination, right? You're looking at it like look at the energies of these 2 cards, right? It's like the Son of Swords is like, I don't need to deal with that. That's not what empowers me, makes me feel inspired and creative and motivated. And so it's like, look at this. You have the Mother of Cups. You have the Mother of Cups and the Father of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The Mother of Cups is motioning over to the Father of Pentacles in reverse. And I'm feeling that you are moving forward with such clarity of discretion, Cancer, that it's like I'm feeling on one hand all systems go, but it's by way of your command center of your intuition. Your intuition is what's guiding you through this process, okay? And you feel very much in your own. And I'm feeling for you, Cancer, that you are harnessing your water energy, right? Cancer, water. Harnessing it in a way that is positive, that is self-empowering, right? Because we know Cancer is ruled by the moon, mothering, nurturing energy, right? But sometimes, right, that can extend so far to the point where we neglect, maybe in some ways, hopefully not, right, our own inner child, right? We need to always also be a mother to ourselves first, and then to others. So it's kind of like I'm feeling you have like awoken in some way to your own element, right, of water, and you're reconfiguring how do I want to express my water energy, right, in a way that is self-empowering, in a way that by way of I can speak my truth, the Son of Swords right beneath the Mother of Cups. So whoa, Cancer, whoa, you are on fire this month. And whatever this culmination has been for you has illuminated great truth, and it's like pushed you. It's like a geyser. It's pushed you to the point where you're like, I'm seeing you like, this is how I'm seeing you, Cancer. I'm seeing you on this wave. I'm seeing you on a wave, and I think I got a wave sort of a metaphor coming through in your last reading. I believe so, for Cancer. But nonetheless, right, I see you on this wave, and for so long, right, it's like you were, even you were like, part of your body was like sort of, you know when you're riding a wave? I don't know if you've ever ridden a wave, but if you have, there's this feeling, right, of being almost at the surface of the water, behind the wave almost, right? Imagine that you're behind the wave, and the water is like surmounting like this. It's exciting, okay? And you before the water rises up and curls up into a wave, part of your body is still right beneath the surface, still kind of under the water, but your head is peeking up, but you just see yourself and you feel yourself rising with the wave. This is so exciting, Cancer. I'm like, whoa, you have seriously transformed and resurfaced. I'm feeling your energy is like, beautiful. Okay, nonetheless, right? You're rising up with this wave, and it gets to the point where you're all of a sudden, right? That momentum of that wave becomes so strong that it's like, it's sudden, right? You just like, and it almost like launches you and pushes you up, and it's like you're not even on the wave anymore. You're like flying into the sky, and that's like what is happening here. I'm feeling for you, right? It's like up in a way, and you don't even realize that you're no longer on the surfboard, and you're no longer on the wave. You're not on the water at all. You're like you're being launched into the atmosphere, okay? And that's what we're seeing with Judgment. That's what we're seeing with Judgment, and it's been by way of your decision and the adamance, right, and the standing by that decision, that intuitive sort of propelling force to align with your truth, Cancer, to speak your truth, okay, to align yourself with situations, with people, with matters, right? Even thought processes that are positive, that are empowering, okay, that contribute to a healthy sort of transformation of our being, right? To soul growth, right? So it's like you're moving on bigger and better. Like, that's how you're thinking. Wheel of Fortune, it's like, you know what? I am going to be okay, right, with entering this world, just launching off, no longer needing the stability and security, needing to make sure I'm on the surfboard and I'm on the wave and I'm gonna, right? It's like, no, it's like up into the atmosphere I go. And you know what? Whatever I encounter in that new world is fine by me, because I know that the place I'm moving towards it by way of my intuition, by way of my self-empowerment, my truth, my alignment with myself. And that's enough for me. That's enough to know that I'm moving in the right direction, and I'm going to handle whatever comes my way in that world, right? In an enchanted manner even. But also, right, in such a way where I feel guided by my intuition, I feel wise in the way that I'm handling my elemental expression, right? My water energy, my fire energy, my propensity for earth, right? And where we're seeing previously an emphasis, an overemphasis, let's say, on needing a material, sort of tangible marker of stability, right? By way we also may feel obligated to tend to uphold, like, this is my position. I technically maybe sustain a family. I am the head of this business. Whatever it may be, right? In your life where you feel like I am a parent. I need to care for whatever it is that I do. I'm sensing that where there was an overabundance of reliance even and even self-identification with that role, you're now like, your inner Mother of Cups has come out to speak the truth, right? And say, you know what, like, this is like wisdom, right? This is wisdom. It's like, yes, remain responsible, but don't sacrifice along that path and journey forward your personal truth and your inner sort of the wisdom with which you regard yourself, right? You can give wisdom to others, right? You can nurture others, you can help others, but it's also like that same wisdom, right? It's like a reflection. We must also give it to ourselves. We must also enter that space and that nurturing place of self-love within ourselves. And I'm feeling that's what's happening for you. Okay, it's almost like these are your own two propensities, and it could depend for different people watching this, but these are two propensities of yourself. It's almost like your wiser self is like counseling, okay, the Father of Pentacles, like, look, okay, it's not all about this. It's not all about this. It's not about being secure and stable. It's about, you know what, I also, right? I want to dream. I want to dream. I want to fly. I want to fly. I'm not just this Father of Pentacles, moose who has to hold the fort down. No, and deal with this entanglement, right? That is just not satisfying to me. That doesn't allow me to act in a way that is invigorating, exciting. It's there's a reconfiguration, okay? And you are the one who's taking those chess pieces and you're like, wait a second, like this needs to go here and that needs to go there, and this is how I want things to be done because I want to be in control of my life. And that's what I'm feeling for you, Cancer. Strongly, okay? Strongly. You're taking control of the balance of your expression even, okay? That's beautiful, beautiful. Now, off in the bottom left-hand corner, you have the Six of Cups in reverse, the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse, and the Son of Pentacles upright. Lots of Pentacles going on. A lot of Pentacle characters as well. This could be a family. This could be a family. This could be a network, okay? Absolutely. Where you have Father of Pentacles, Son of Pentacles, Daughter of Pentacles. And it may be, right? It may be that, and this can also be an individual, right? If this is not your own propensity, it can be an individual that's in your midst, okay? That somehow you feel doesn't fully, it needs to be told off in some way. It's like there's a feeling of like telling this person off, like, listen, and by way of speaking truth. By way of speaking truth. And again, this can be legal counsel that you bring forward as you as you take matters into your own hands. All right. Nonetheless, if this is an individual, which it absolutely can be for some of you, it's almost like they have associated with them other people who are involved in the situation. It could be children. And these individuals are associated with an emotional sort of enrapture, okay, that also regards perhaps finances. So it seems like there is some sort of alliance or connection that you have with this individual. It could be direct or indirect. And it's almost like, what I'm feeling is like this is sort of like child support. That's the feeling I'm getting. It may not necessarily be exactly that, but that's just a feeling, right? That you and this individual, you somehow are contributing towards something together to sustain a family of some kind. And it's like you both have to contribute to it in some sort of way, but you do not see eye to eye. Okay, whatever this is, whatever this energy is, you and this individual, you do not see eye to eye, and you have not for quite some time, and I'm feeling that it's now time that you are like, listen, I can no longer pretend like I'm okay with this. I need to, I need to assert myself and my truth. Okay, I need to express my truth. So there is some aspects of this situation where you feel like emotionally somehow involved in. Okay, absolutely involved in. You feel obligated to somehow uphold a connection with these individuals, or contribute to the situation, perhaps financially or otherwise. Okay. Nonetheless, though, it's like you're taking a closer look at the give and the take in this situation. You're like, what am I giving and what are you giving, right? And it's almost like this Father of Pentacles has like 2 Pentacle characters following it. It's like almost like baggage, like they come with a lot, and it's almost like there's an imbalance and there's an injustice I'm feeling as well, that you're like standing up for that. Okay, you're standing up for that, and you're like, listen, okay. And 3 of Swords, 3 Pentacle characters. 3 Pentacle characters. So this could be the situation that's being referred to. Okay, that's being referred to. And interesting, 3 Cups and 3 Cups, 6. So there's a feeling of imbalance, absolutely, where you feel like, listen, you know, this situation is not fair, it's not just, there's not an equal sort of give and take, and I am awakening to that, and I'm standing up for it, and I'm not just going to let it pass me by, right? And that's beautiful during this time, especially Cancer, because the full moon is in Virgo, and Virgo is a service sign. It's the give and the take, right? It's about taking a close look at how we service others, right, and how that rapport sort of folds in, right, and endows us back with that give and that take, the receiving, right, and the taking. So Cancer, you are like, you're like done. You're done with this old world, with this old way of doing things. Absolutely, right? There's an end to that. You're no longer kind of being strung along for this ride. You're like, no, I am going to take control and command of the situation. I'm going to express my truth, and I'm going to say what I really believe, and that's going to be an unloading of a lot of emotions, perhaps, okay, of my truth, how I feel about this, okay, and there's a major, just explosive expression of that I'm feeling here, and seriously, Cancer, I'm so happy to see that for you. I know that it's been, right, a period of time of just this energy brewing beneath the surface, right, brewing beneath the surface. But now the geyser has been activated, and all power to you, Cancer, as you move forward on this journey towards self-empowerment and love for yourself, for others, right? Acting from that place of compassion and love, right? And so revel in that beauty and that light, as I know you do. You're such a compassionate sign. And right, but again, it's the compassion that we have not only for others, but first and foremost for ourselves. And once we can enter that space, right, of appreciation and acknowledgement of our inner child, we then can extend that hand of love and gratitude to others. So thank you so much again, Cancer. Enjoy the full moon in Virgo, and I will see you soon. I'll be back in a few days with your April reading. Yes, quite soon, in a few days, so stay tuned for that. Also, feel free to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign, as oftentimes those can provide you with further insights. I know that I resonate a lot with my moon, even more than my sun sometimes, so it doesn't hurt, right, to check it out. If you don't know your signs, though, you can click the link below in the description box, enter in your details, and it will compute your signs for you, all right? Just make sure, though, that your time is correct, even down to the minute, as that may change a few signs around here and there, especially your rising ascendant, and possibly your moon, all right? So play around with it, and I wish you all the love and the light on this beautiful full moon. I'll see you soon. Bye.